Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Mark. First, just curious for your thoughts on 26-21 in the opener, and is that something you can keep up with 6 games and 9 days on the horizon?
For sure. I work all summer to be able to be in the best shape of my life. So, if the day calls, I play a lot, then I play a lot. And if I don't, then I don't. But, I try to leave it all on the ice every single day. And, that's the fun about hockey. We go out there and you just go and play and hope for the win. And so, I spend a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money on recovering and taking care of my body. So, I like to think I can handle that pretty well.
Sean Reynolds from Sportsnet.
Hey, sorry about that, Mark. Mark, I'm interested in your thoughts on after Patrick left on the ice there. When you guys were working on the power play, seems to be a little bit of a different wrinkle. Wheeler not on the wall, playing down low, Kyle in his spot, and kind of a 2-shooter system. Just interested in your thoughts on those little bit of changes and how you think that would work.
I think it would work great. A lot of great players on the ice, in spots, to succeed. So, I liked it a lot. I played, I worked all summer at, being better at, every spot on the ice. So, it's not a huge change. It's nice to get some reps in that spot in practice, opposed to just being thrown out into a game into it. But, it's good. A lot of good players and a lot of in places that they can succeed. And, it looked good today. We had some snowy ice, but it's something that definitely we can go to.
Kelly Moore from CJOB.
Thanks, Scott, for getting the unmute. Mark, knowing your love and penchant for watching hockey, I'm guessing that if you didn't watch at least one, probably both of the Leafs games on your nights off away from playing the game, what did you think?
Yeah, they're a good team. Every team we're going to go into each building, or they're going to come to ours, and it's going to be a tough test. That's the good thing about the Canadian division. So, we know they got a lot of skill up front, with Matthews and Marner, and, obviously, in the back end, there were some changes there, but, when you got a guy like Morgan Riley playing as many minutes as he does, you got to be on your toes at all times. He's going to jump into the rush, and, we got to be prepared. It's going to be a great game again. And, we're excited to get another game under our belt.
Jeff Hamilton from the Winnipeg Free Press.
Thanks, Scott. Mark, obviously a strong start in any season is important, but just, given the circumstances of this year and obviously all the games being divisional games, just how important is getting out of the gate strong and trying to build a lead as best as possible, at least off the beginning?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's the attitude has to be, take it one day at a time. We, if you obviously played and then, 3 days off. So, a little different in the schedule, but now we're going to play a bunch of games in a row. So you can't rest on any game. You can't dwell on any game. You have to, move on to the next one as quick as possible and, take care of your body and rest and recover. And, there's going to be some stretches of tough hockey, and there's going to be, some stretches of, time to rest and recover. And that's what we have to do here every day.
Paul Friesen from the Winnipeg Sun.
Thanks, Scott. Mark, given that some places, some arenas have louder crowds and crazier crowds than others, do you think this leveling of that playing field has hurt some teams more than others, losing more of a home ice advantage than others?
We're all in the same boat. We especially in the Canadian division, every team has wild fans and loud crowds. So, we're all missing out that we don't have our fans. We don't have our faithful, people behind us, cheering us on loud and proud. So, obviously that sucks for every team and every team's feeling that, but, we're all in the same boat and we all, have to, make do, and you have to, find your own motivation, find your own, energy from each other on the bench, from, what's going on in the game. So, it's definitely a different thing, but, it's another experience that, it's only going to make us all stronger and better in the long run. So, that's all we can do.
Murat Tesh from The Athletic, please.
Hi, Mark. Thanks for doing this. Good morning. I'm just wondering with every day it seems like a couple of players are on the COVID protocols. Like, what attitude do you have to keep to kind of make the best out of it? You know, there's going to be some chaos, but you know you have a job to do. How do you set your mind to deal with all of that?
It's kind of what we've been doing for the last 10 months since this all started. Wear your mask, you wash your hands, keep your social distance from people. That's all you can really do, is worry about yourself, control your own environment. And that comes to every single guy on this team, every single guy in the league. You all have to hold each other accountable for their actions, and abiding by all those protocols that have been set forth by the professionals that we're relying on. So that's my attitude. I'm wearing a mask, I'm washing my hands, I'm doing everything that I've been told to do for the last 10 months, and that's all I can really control.
And last question to Brian Munns from TSN 1290.
Or just expanding on the ice time question earlier on, how different is it with the power play time compared to when you're 5-on-5?
It all depends on the power play. There's power plays where you're snapping around in the zone the whole time, and then there's power plays that are you're going up and down the ice when a team's able to shut down your breakout. So it all depends on the power play. It all depends on the 5-on-5 games. So that's something that I think I just have to monitor myself and understand what each shift is like, what every game is like, and then plan accordingly. Whether that's my sleep, whether that's my recovery, whatever that is, I have to. Every game is a new adventure, and I have to plan accordingly to be at my best every night.